Right, so in this page, in this video, we're going to work with the metadata, and we can access from our navbar. We're able to access the homepage, grid page, dashboard, and profile page. But as you can see, we cannot access the settings page. So we also going to work on that in this video. So for the metadata, we can scroll down to in here, optimizing metadata. And the metadata can be used to define your application metadata. So we're going to set some metadata so we can tell the browser and SEO, all this good stuff, what this page is about. So let's go into back to start with the layout. In the layout, there's already some metadata here, which is what we can see if we hover over this here. Is what we can see: create next app, and then there's a description. So we right click and inspect our page, and what do I need to grab? This, what is going on? There we go. So we go to the head tag, we see the description in here, meta tag, which has generated by create next app. And if we hover over this, we can see the title. There's a title here as well. That's coming from the root layout and this in here. So all we gotta do for at least the layout, we can say we can change it to social app, save it. Now you can see it's a social app, and the description, we can change the description to something, I don't know, like a safe social media platform or something. And for the description, you can see that it changed in here as well. Now you have some good metadata in there. We could also set up like a little template to when we go to different pages, if we want to show like the title of the page, the name of the application plus the page that we're on. So we could change this a little bit by setting in the title here. Instead of, let's grab the text here. So the string, we're gonna cut it. Here we're gonna set it to a object. We're gonna hit enter there. We're gonna say template colon, and then we're gonna paste it in here. And then here we're gonna do percentage %s, and then a pipe in here. And that's not template. Let's just fix this here. And then after template, we're gonna say default with default value, just in case we don't pass one for the other pages. So we're gonna say social app in here as well. Right now, it still says social app in here. This is the default. And now when we set a title in another page, that title is gonna be rendered here. And then it's gonna have a pipe, and it's gonna say social app in here. So let's go into our, let me see, we're at the homepage right now. So in the homepage, actually, we basically don't need to do anything pretty much in here. So let's go into kind of like the profile. And in the profile, we could do at the top, we're going to say, all we need to do is basically just export a variable called metadata in here, and it's going to be a type metadata for next. And then we're going to say equals object, and then here we're going to say title, and our title is going to say, here we're going to say user profile, user profile, yes. And then description, we're going to keep it as let's just say user profile page and save it. Now, if we go and head over to the profile page and we hover over this, we see user profile pipe social app, which is what we created back inside of the template in here. So we're rendering this title inside of this placeholder here. Oh, so we got some metadata for this page. We can copy this and we can throw it inside of the, let's see, we have the feed page that we can go into here. We can just paste it at the top. And we're just gonna say just feed, that's fine. And then we're gonna say see posts from all over the world or something, whatever you want to do for the description here. Now if we go to feed, we can hover over this, it says feed pipe social app, and then in the description here we can see that this is meta description. In here the content is what we type in here. So we have one for the profile, we have one for the feed. For the dashboard, we have a dashboard page here right now. We do have a dashboard. This one, we don't have this here. We can just do it in here. Title. We can just say dashboard. And then user dashboard page. And then for that dashboard and then the name of the app. And settings, we can go to settings here and we can do the same, just so we can have some metadata on all of the pages that we created. In here we're just gonna say settings, user settings page, and that's about it. So right now we cannot get to the settings page unless we do here / settings, and remember this is a nested route because we have this route, the path dashboard, and then inside of dashboard we have another segment which is settings. This is how we get there. So right now if we hover over this we can see it there, but there's no, we didn't create a link in order to get there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head over to the dashboard again, dashboard page, and in the dashboard, let's see, we're gonna do it in the dashboard or we're gonna do it yeah. So what we're gonna do is that for the dashboard we are going to create a layout that is going to be just for when we go over to the dashboard page. So we got a root layout, but if we want to have a different a layout for any segment, all we need to do is to create a new file and we can call it layout. It needs to be called layout.tsx. And in here we're going to create, whoops, what happened? Export default. Maybe it's just, did I save? I haven't saved. Let's just type export default function dashboard layout, just like this. And we're going to return a div, and here we're just going to, let's have a link that is going to say settings in here. and the href is going to say /dashboard /settings. We can import link from next link. And did I miss dashboard here? There we go. So right now, what page are we on? We're in the dashboard. So notice we are, let's see what we can see. Oh, yeah, because we need to keep working on the layout here. So this is a layout just for the dashboard path. So it's going to be nested inside of the dashboard file, right? Not inside of the settings, inside of the dashboard file. So in here, we're still missing, let's close this settings page, all of these pages. And I just want to have the root layout so we can copy this in here. So we need basically this in here. So let me copy from the parentheses, the yellow parentheses, all the way to here, just so we can copy the children prop and the type. We're just going to copy that. We don't need to type all of that. And we're just going to paste it in here. And then all we need, if you look back at this root layout, we have the children that we are taking in. So this is the nested page, or the settings page, actually the dashboard page. And then we're going to render that one inside of the div here. So let's do another div. Let's do children. And now we can see back the dashboard page, and we have this link that is going to take us to the settings. And we can see that now we're in the settings page. And you can still see the menu here because it's going to be rendered from this segment down to any other sub segments that we have or leaves. So in here, let's just add a little bit of styling. Let's format this a little bit. And let's go with a grid here really quick. And let's do class name. And let's say grid. And then we're gonna do grid dash calls. We're gonna do one column in small size. And then in the medium size, I want to do 2 columns. So let's do grid dash calls dash 2. Or let's do 3, so that way we can expand a little bit. And then we're going to have a gap of and dash 2. Save it. Okay, so right now we have a grid here. Let's go back to dashboard. We have the dashboard and we have this in here. So in the small size is going to be 1 single column, and medium size is 2 columns. But I want to let's see, let's make this here. Let's cut the link here and let's do another navbar here. And we're gonna do a UL, and inside of the UL and a line. And here we're just gonna put our link. And let's do a little bit of border. So class name border around the navigation. And here we can have more links to other sub segments in here that we want. Notifications, anything that you want in here, about page, any other links that you want. So the only thing that I want to do here is for the children here, let's do class name Let's do call that span -2. Oh, call. I'm waiting for the UI for the browser to refresh, and it didn't refresh. Okay, there we go. Now it's taking 2 of the 3 columns that we specify here. And that's about it. This is the layout, which is going to be for the dashboard segment and to any other sub segments that we have in here, any leaves. So now we can go to homepage, we can go to the feed, we can go to dashboard, we can go to profile, back to dashboard, we can go to settings in here, back to app, and we're pretty much done with the navigation. This is everything I wanted to do here. So in the next video, because it's already 15 minutes, let's work on a 404 page not found, just in case that right now if we go to like / whatever it goes, it's going to show us this 404 not found page, which is okay, but it doesn't match what we have for the UI. This is the Next.js 404 message, so we're going to create our custom one so we have something that looks more like our page. So I'll see you in the next video.